Welcome to Bright Star. Today, we're journeying back to the brutal and epic world of Conan the Barbarian, 1982, the legendary sword and sorcery film that made Arnold Schwarzenegger a star. From Conan's quest for vengeance against the sinister Thulsa Doom, to the fierce and unforgettable warriors like Valeria and Subutai, we'll dive into the best battles, iconic lines, and see where the cast is now. Whether you've been a fan of this fantasy classic since the 80s, or are just discovering Conan's adventures, there's plenty of epic moments to relive. Subscribe for more film nostalgia. Valérie Quennessen played the Princess. Valérie Quennessen's portrayal of the princess in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, was a pivotal role, though often overshadowed by the film's action and main characters. As the daughter of King Osric, the princess is kidnapped and brainwashed by Thulsa Doom's cult, setting in motion the central quest of the film. Quennessen brought a sense of vulnerability and innocence to the role, making her character a sympathetic figure caught in a battle between good and evil. Though her screen time was limited, her presence as the princess provided an emotional core to the story, emphasizing the stakes of Conan's journey. Birth date: December 3rd, 1957. Date of passing: Valérie Quennessen passed away on March 19, 1989, at the age of 31, in a car accident in France. Her death was a profound loss to the film industry, and she was remembered for her beauty, grace, and the quiet strength she brought to her roles in both French and Hollywood cinema. Valérie Quennessen began her career in French cinema in the late 1970s, gaining recognition for her beauty and talent in various film and television roles. Her early work in French films showcased her range as an actress, leading to her crossover into Hollywood productions. Quennessen gained international recognition with her role in French Postcards, 1979, where she portrayed a French woman entangled in a cross-cultural romance. This led to further opportunities, including her memorable role in Conan the Barbarian. Following Conan the Barbarian, Quennessen continued to work in films, most notably appearing in Summer Lovers, 1982, where she starred alongside Peter Gallagher and Daryl Hannah. However, her acting career was cut short when she tragically passed away at the age of 31 in a car accident in France. Born in Boulogne-Billancourt, France, Quennessen developed an early passion for acting. She attended the prestigious Conservatoire National Supérieur d'Art Dramatique in Paris, which helped shape her career in French cinema. Quennessen was known for her beauty, grace, and quiet demeanor. Off-screen, she lived a relatively private life, focusing on her family and artistic passions. Her close friends described her as warm and kind-hearted, with a deep love for her craft. Valérie Quennessen was married and had 2 children. She took a step back from acting in the mid-1980s to focus on her family, enjoying a quieter life before her untimely passing. Arnold Schwarzenegger played Conan. Arnold Schwarzenegger's portrayal of Conan in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, and its sequel Conan the Destroyer, 1984, is widely regarded as one of the most iconic roles in fantasy cinema. Schwarzenegger's imposing physique and physical prowess perfectly embodied the role of the fierce, sword-wielding warrior. His performance was marked by a raw intensity, minimal dialogue, and a commanding screen presence that brought Robert E. Howard's character to life. Schwarzenegger's ability to convey strength and resolve with few words suited Conan's stoic nature, while his fight scenes showcased his extraordinary fitness and training. His portrayal of Conan became synonymous with the action hero archetype in Hollywood. Birth date: July 30th, 1947. Current age: Arnold Schwarzenegger is currently 77 years old. Even in his later years, Schwarzenegger remains an influential figure in entertainment and politics, having successfully transitioned from his acting career to becoming the governor of California, while continuing to engage with fitness and film. Arnold Schwarzenegger began his career as a professional bodybuilder, winning Mr. Universe at the age of 20 and going on to win the prestigious Mr. Olympia title 7 times. His transition into acting was gradual, with his first major breakthrough role being Hercules in New York, 1970. However, it was his casting as Conan that catapulted him into stardom. While Schwarzenegger was already gaining attention for his unique physical appearance and strength, It was Conan the Barbarian that cemented his status as a Hollywood leading man. His portrayal of the sword-swinging hero was not only physically impressive, but also gave him an international audience. This role paved the way for his future in action films. The Conan films were significant in shaping the fantasy action genre of the 1980s, and Schwarzenegger's portrayal of the character became a cultural touchstone. His portrayal influenced not only the genre, but also inspired countless imitators in the fantasy genre. These films helped solidify Schwarzenegger's reputation as a larger-than-life action star. After Conan, Schwarzenegger's career took off, leading to major roles in films such as The Terminator, Commando, and Predator. His career expanded beyond film as he ventured into politics, becoming the governor of California from 2003 to 2011. After his political career, Schwarzenegger returned to acting and remained a prominent public figure. Schwarzenegger received a Golden Globe Award for Best Acting Debut in Stay Hungry, 1976. In 1993, he was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award from the MTV Movie Awards for his contributions to action cinema. His role as a cultural icon was further solidified with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1987. Although his most iconic roles were not traditionally recognized by the Academy, his impact on cinema is undeniable. Born in Thal, Austria, Schwarzenegger moved to the United States in 1968. He studied at Santa Monica College and later graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Superior with a degree in international marketing of fitness and business administration. His disciplined upbringing and early success in bodybuilding greatly influenced his ambitious career trajectory. Schwarzenegger is known for his determination, discipline, and charisma. A self-made man, he rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most recognizable figures in the world. He is passionate about fitness and continues to promote bodybuilding, health, and environmental causes. He also enjoys collecting art and is an advocate for renewable energy and climate action. Arnold Schwarzenegger married television journalist Maria Shriver, a member of the Kennedy family, in 1986. Together, they have 4 children: Catherine, Christina, Patrick, and Christopher Schwarzenegger. Arnold also has a son, Joseph Baena, from a previous relationship with a household staff member, Mildred Baena. Despite his separation from Shriver in 2011, Schwarzenegger maintains a strong bond with all of his children, including Joseph. His children have ventured into various fields, with Catherine becoming a best-selling author and Patrick pursuing acting and modeling. Arnold Schwarzenegger faced a major scandal in 2011 when it was publicly revealed that he had fathered a child, Joseph Baena, with his household staff member Mildred Baena, while still married to Maria Shriver. This revelation led to the dissolution of his 25-year marriage to Shriver. The scandal garnered significant media attention and impacted his public image. Additionally, Schwarzenegger has been accused of inappropriate behavior towards women during his acting and political career, allegations that resurfaced during his run for governor of California. He addressed the accusations, apologizing for his past actions. Despite these controversies, Schwarzenegger has managed to maintain a successful career and is still a prominent figure in both politics and entertainment. James Earl Jones played Thulsa Doom. James Earl Jones brought a chilling and commanding presence to the role of Thulsa Doom in Conan the Barbarian, 1982. As the leader of the snake cult, Doom is a complex villain, combining calm, almost hypnotic charisma with underlying menace. Jones's deep, resonant voice added an air of authority and fear to the character, making Doom one of the most memorable villains in cinematic history. His portrayal struck a perfect balance between philosophical detachment and raw cruelty, as Doom manipulated and controlled his followers with ease. Jones's performance as Thulsa Doom is iconic, setting the standard for how a villain should be portrayed in a fantasy epic. Birth date, January 17, 1931. Current age. James Earl Jones is currently 93 years old. Despite his advanced age, Jones remains a legendary figure in the world of acting, particularly known for his contributions to both stage and screen over the past several decades. Jones began his acting career in the 1950s with stage roles, establishing himself as a powerful performer with a rich, commanding voice. His early success in theatre led to recognition in film and television, where he would go on to become one of the most respected actors of his generation. Jones's breakthrough came with his portrayal of Jack Jefferson in The Great White Hope, 1970, for which he earned an Academy Award nomination. However, his most widely recognized role came when he provided the iconic voice of Darth Vader in the Star Wars saga, which became one of the most recognizable voices in cinematic history. Jones's portrayal of Thulsa Doom in Conan the Barbarian left an indelible mark on the fantasy genre. His performance was instrumental in establishing the dark and foreboding tone of the film. Jones's portrayal of Doom helped define the archetypal fantasy villain, calm, commanding, and terrifying. His work in Star Wars and The Lion King only solidified his reputation as one of the greatest voice actors and performers of all time. Following Conan the Barbarian, Jones continued to work in both theatre and film, earning critical acclaim for his roles in films like Field of Dreams, 1989, and voicing Mufasa in The Lion King, 1994. His voice work as Darth Vader continued through the Star Wars franchise, cementing his place in cinematic history. Jones has also remained active in theatre, reprising many of his stage roles and earning numerous accolades. James Earl Jones has received numerous prestigious awards throughout his career. He has won 2 Tony Awards, an honorary Academy Award in 2011 for his contributions to film, and several Emmy Awards. His star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame stands as a testament to his enduring impact on the industry. He is also the recipient of a Grammy Award, making him one of the few performers to achieve the coveted EGOT status: Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Born in Arcaboutla, Mississippi, Jones moved to Michigan as a child. He struggled with a stutter during his youth, but overcame it through acting and public speaking, ultimately turning his voice into his greatest asset. Jones attended the University of Michigan, where he initially studied medicine before deciding to pursue a career in theatre. Jones is known for his calm and thoughtful demeanour, as well as his dedication to his craft. He is passionate about theatre and literature and remains involved in various charitable causes, particularly those focused on education and the arts. His distinctive voice and commitment to every role have earned him a reputation for professionalism and excellence. James Earl Jones was married to actress Cecilia Hart from 1982 until her death in 2016. The couple had one son, Flynn Earl Jones. Despite his fame, Jones has kept much of his personal life private, choosing to focus on his work and family. Sandahl Bergman played Valeria. Sandahl Bergman's portrayal of Valeria in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, was marked by her combination of strength, beauty, and fierce determination. As the fearless and highly skilled warrior thief Valeria, Bergman brought a powerful physicality to the role, performing many of her own stunts and fight scenes, which added realism and intensity to her character. Valeria's loyalty to Conan and their romantic connection added emotional depth to the otherwise violent and dark world of the film. Bergman's performance was a standout, as she managed to convey both the toughness of a warrior and the vulnerability of a woman in love, making Valeria one of the most memorable characters in the film. Birth date: November 14th, 1951. Current age: Sandahl Bergman is currently 72 years old. While she is no longer as active in the film industry, her role as Valeria remains iconic in the realm of fantasy cinema, and she continues to be remembered for her contributions to action films in the 1980s. Sandahl Bergman began her career as a dancer, gaining recognition in the 1970s as a performer in various stage productions, including Broadway. Her background in dance and physical performance made her a natural fit for roles that required both athleticism and grace. Bergman's breakout role came with Conan the Barbarian, where her athleticism and combat prowess shone through. Playing Valeria, she became a symbol of powerful female characters in action films and gained critical acclaim for her performance. Her role in Conan also earned her a Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year in 1983. After her success in Conan the Barbarian, Bergman appeared in several other films, including She, 1984, and Red Sonja, 1985, both of which continued her legacy as a powerful female action star. She also continued to work in television and film throughout the 1980s and 1990s. However, Bergman eventually shifted away from the spotlight and transitioned out of acting in the early 2000s. Sandahl Bergman received the Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year in 1983 for her role in Conan the Barbarian. This was one of the most notable accolades of her career, recognizing her impact as a rising star in Hollywood. Born in Kansas City, Missouri, Bergman began her performance career as a dancer, performing in local productions before moving to New York City to pursue a career on Broadway. She worked as a chorus dancer in various shows, including Bob Fosse's All That Jazz, where she showcased her dance skills and physical talent. Bergman is known for her dedication to physical fitness and performing her own stunts, which was a rarity for female actors at the time. She is passionate about dance and movement, which was reflected in her fluid, athletic style in both her acting and stunt work. Outside of acting, Bergman has remained relatively private, focusing on her personal interests. Max von Sydow played King Osric. Max von Sydow brought gravitas and dignity to his role as King Osric in Conan the Barbarian, 1982. As the aging ruler who enlists Conan and his companions to rescue his daughter from the evil Thulsa Doom, von Sydow's portrayal of Osric is both regal and tragic. His performance exuded wisdom and a deep sense of sorrow, showing a king who is disillusioned by power and weary from the loss of control over his kingdom. Though his screen time was limited, von Sydow's commanding presence and nuanced acting left a lasting impact, adding emotional depth to the narrative. His role as Osric added a layer of complexity to the otherwise action-driven film. Birth date, April 10, 1929. Date of passing. Max von Sydow passed away on March 8, 2020, at the age of 90. He was remembered as one of cinema's greatest actors, leaving behind a rich legacy that spanned over 7 decades of film and television. Max von Sydow began his acting career in Sweden, collaborating extensively with director Ingmar Bergman on iconic films such as The Seventh Seal, 1957, where he famously played a knight challenging death to a game of chess. His early roles established him as a serious and versatile actor, known for his introspective and philosophical portrayals. Von Sydow's international breakthrough came with The Seventh Seal, where his portrayal of the knight in a battle with existential dread became a defining moment in cinematic history. His work with Bergman brought him to the attention of Hollywood, where he went on to star in major films like The Exorcist, 1973, solidifying his status as a global acting legend. After Conan the Barbarian, von Sydow continued to have a prolific career, taking on a wide range of roles in both European and Hollywood films. His ability to transition between art house films like Pele the Conqueror, 1987, for which he was nominated for an Academy Award, and mainstream blockbusters like Minority Report, 2002, and Star Wars: The Force Awakens, 2015, demonstrated his extraordinary versatility as an actor. Max von Sydow received 2 Academy Award nominations, one for Best Actor in Pele the Conqueror, 1987, and one for Best Supporting Actor in Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, 2011. He was also awarded numerous honours throughout his career, including the French Legion of Honour. His work across a variety of genres and languages made him one of the most respected actors of his time. Born in Lund, Sweden, Max von Sydow studied at the Royal Dramatic Theatre School in Stockholm, where he honed his craft before joining the Malmö City Theatre. His early stage experience under the direction of Ingmar Bergman played a crucial role in shaping his acting style, characterized by its depth, introspection, and restraint. Von Sydow was known for his intellect, thoughtfulness, and dedication to his craft. A private man, he preferred to keep his personal life out of the spotlight, focusing instead on the art of acting. He was passionate about languages and spoke multiple languages fluently, including Swedish, English, French, and Italian. His quiet, serious demeanor was often reflected in the stoic and dignified characters he portrayed on screen. Max von Sydow was married twice. His first wife, Christina Öhlin, with whom he had 2 sons, Klaus and Henrik, passed away in 1998. In 1997, he married French filmmaker Catherine Breillet, with whom he had 2 more children. Von Sydow moved to France later in life and became a naturalized French citizen in 2002. He remained close to his family, living a relatively quiet life outside of the public eye. Ben Davidson played Rexor. Ben Davidson's portrayal of Rexor in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, brought a sense of brute strength and villainous authority to the screen. As one of the key antagonists and the trusted lieutenant of Thulsa Doom, Rexor was a fierce and loyal warrior, intimidating with his size and physical prowess. Davidson's performance, marked by his imposing stature and commanding presence, made Rexor a formidable adversary to Conan. While the role had limited dialogue, Davidson's physicality and menacing demeanor were enough to convey the character's role as a powerful enforcer of Thulsa Doom's will. His battle scenes, particularly his climactic confrontation with Conan, were integral to the film's action-packed sequences. Birth date: June 14, 1940. Date of passing: Ben Davidson passed away on July 2, 2012, at the age of 72, from prostate cancer. He was fondly remembered for his impactful careers in both football and acting, with his legacy enduring in both sports and entertainment. Ben Davidson's career began as a professional football player before he transitioned to acting. Known for his towering 6'8" frame, he played as a defensive lineman in the NFL, achieving fame as a star player for the Oakland Raiders. After retiring from football, Davidson entered the world of film and television, often cast in roles that took advantage of his imposing physique. Davidson's breakout role in acting came with his performance as Rexor in Conan the Barbarian. His portrayal of the ruthless and loyal henchman to Thulsa Doom became one of the defining roles of his acting career, cementing his presence in the fantasy film genre. Following Conan the Barbarian, Davidson continued to take on supporting roles in television and film, appearing in action-packed shows such as Chips and MASH *. However, his role as Rexor remained his most iconic. By the late 1980s, Davidson began to step away from acting, focusing more on personal pursuits after a successful career in both sports and film. While Davidson did not receive major awards for his acting, his legacy is best remembered in the realm of sports and entertainment. As a football star, he was named to the Pro Bowl and was recognized as a member of the Oakland Raiders all-time team. His contribution to Conan the Barbarian remains a standout in the fantasy film genre, though he did not receive specific accolades for the role. Ben Davidson was born in Los Angeles, California, and attended the University of Washington, where he played college football. After being drafted into the NFL, Davidson enjoyed a celebrated career in professional football, which included time with the Green Bay Packers, Washington Redskins, and Oakland Raiders. His background as an athlete greatly influenced his later roles in action-oriented films. Known for his intimidating appearance on the field and screen, Davidson was described by his peers as a gentle giant off-screen. He had a laid-back personality, contrasting with the fierce and menacing characters he often portrayed. Davidson was passionate about sports and fitness and maintained close ties to the football community even after his retirement. He also enjoyed outdoor activities like hiking and fishing. Ben Davidson was married to Kathy Davidson, and together they had 3 daughters. He remained a devoted family man throughout his life, maintaining a close relationship with his wife and children. After retiring from acting, Davidson spent much of his time with his family, enjoying a quiet life away from the spotlight. Cassandra Gava played the Witch. Cassandra Gava's portrayal of the Witch in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, was a brief but memorable part of the film. As an enigmatic and seductive sorceress, Gava's character entices Conan into her lair with promises of knowledge and power. Her performance was marked by a mysterious allure, with the character's transformation into a menacing figure, adding a supernatural element to the film's dark, mystical atmosphere. Although her role was small, Gava's portrayal of the Witch left a lasting impression as one of the film's more eerie and magical moments. Birth date: April 28, 1959. Current age: Cassandra Gava is currently 65 years old. Although she stepped back from acting in recent years, her performance in Conan the Barbarian continues to resonate with fans of the fantasy genre. Cassandra Gava began her acting career in the late 1970s, landing supporting roles in television and film. Her exotic beauty and screen presence quickly garnered attention, and she found herself cast in several genre films throughout the 1980s. Her role as the witch in Conan the Barbarian is perhaps her most recognizable performance. Though short, it showcased her ability to convey both sensuality and danger, creating a compelling character that added to the film's dark fantasy elements. After Conan the Barbarian, Gava appeared in other notable films such as Night Shift and High Road to China. However, by the late 1990s, she largely retired from acting and has since maintained a low profile. Cassandra Gava was born in San Francisco, California. Before pursuing a career in film, she worked as a model, which helped her transition into acting. Her early exposure to the entertainment industry allowed her to build a career in genre films. Known for her exotic looks and mystical roles, Gava embraced her unique on-screen persona. Off-screen, she is described as having a calm and spiritual demeanor, a contrast to some of the more intense characters she portrayed. She enjoys art and photography and has expressed a love for the natural world and holistic living. Gerry Lopez played Subutai. Gerry Lopez's portrayal of Subutai, Conan's loyal archer companion in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, brought a grounded and adventurous spirit to the film. As a skilled thief and warrior, Subutai plays a crucial role in helping Conan on his journey for revenge. Lopez's calm demeanor and natural athleticism lent authenticity to the character, providing a balance to Conan's more intense, battle-driven persona. While Lopez's background was primarily in surfing rather than acting, his portrayal of Subutai offered a memorable and steadfast ally in the fantasy epic. Birth date, November 7th, 1948. Current age. Gerry Lopez is currently 75 years old. Though best known for his surfing career, his role in Conan the Barbarian remains a fan favorite in the world of fantasy films. Gerry Lopez is best known as a professional surfer, particularly for his prowess in tube riding and his contributions to the sport. His transition into acting was unconventional, with Conan the Barbarian being his most notable film role. Lopez's natural athleticism and screen presence made him a good fit for action-oriented roles. His role as Subutai in Conan the Barbarian remains his most significant contribution to cinema. Although he had limited acting experience, his portrayal of the steadfast warrior aligned well with the physical demands of the role. After Conan the Barbarian, Lopez largely returned to his surfing roots, becoming an icon in the sport. He remained involved in surfing-related projects, including working as a surfing consultant for films and writing books on the sport. Born in Hawaii, Lopez grew up immersed in surf culture, becoming one of the most famous surfers of the 1970s. His Hawaiian heritage and deep connection to the ocean shaped his career both on and off the waves. Known for his calm and introspective nature, Lopez's personality reflects the Zen-like philosophy of surfing. He is deeply connected to nature and spiritual pursuits, with his life centered around the ocean and his love for riding waves. His easygoing nature made him a natural fit for both surfing and his limited acting roles. Mako played the wizard narrator. Mako's portrayal of the wizard, also known as Akiro in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, added a mystical and humorous touch to the film. As the enigmatic sorcerer who helps Conan in his quest, Mako brought a quirky yet wise presence to the role. His character was essential not only for his magical abilities, but also for the light comedic relief he provided amidst the intense action sequences. Additionally, Mako served as the narrator, his gravelly voice giving the film a mythic and ancient tone, perfectly setting the stage for Conan's legendary journey. Birth date, December 10th, 1933. Date of passing. Mako passed away on July 21, 2006, at the age of 72. He was remembered as a trailblazer for Asian American actors in Hollywood and for his distinct voice and commanding screen presence. Mako's legacy endures through his contributions to film, television, and theatre, where he broke barriers and created lasting change for future generations of actors. Mako's career began on stage, but he quickly transitioned to film and television, gaining widespread recognition for his diverse range of roles. His unique voice and intense screen presence allowed him to stand out in both dramatic and comedic roles. Mako earned an Academy Award nomination for his role in The Sand Pebbles, 1966, where he portrayed a sympathetic Chinese laborer. This breakthrough performance brought him international acclaim and opened doors for future opportunities in both American and Japanese productions. After Conan the Barbarian, Mako continued to appear in numerous films and television shows, including reprising his role as Akiro in Conan the Destroyer, 1984. He also became a prolific voice actor, most notably as Uncle Iroh in Avatar: The Last Airbender, which endeared him to a new generation of fans. Mako was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for The Sand Pebbles, 1966. He also received a Tony Award nomination for his performance in the musical Pacific Overtures. In addition to his acting accolades, he was a co-founder of the East West Players, a theater company in Los Angeles that promoted Asian American actors and stories. Mako was born in Kobe, Japan, and later moved to the United States. He studied acting at the Pasadena Community Playhouse and quickly became a pioneer for Asian American actors in Hollywood, advocating for better representation and more complex roles for actors of Asian descent. Mako was known for his intense dedication to his craft and his deep commitment to advancing opportunities for Asian American performers. Off-screen, he was described as thoughtful and passionate about the arts, always working to create better opportunities for underrepresented actors in the industry. William Smith played Conan's father. William Smith's portrayal of Conan's father in Conan the Barbarian, 1982, was brief but essential to the film's emotional depth. As the blacksmith and warrior who teaches young Conan the ways of the sword and the philosophy of strength, Smith's performance conveyed wisdom, strength, and a stoic demeanor. His character's profound lessons about steel and survival left a lasting impact on Conan, shaping his journey of vengeance after his parents' tragic death at the hands of Thulsa Doom. Smith's rugged appearance and commanding presence fit perfectly in the role, giving the opening scenes of the film an emotional weight that carried throughout Conan's quest. Birth date, March 24, 1933. Date of passing. William Smith passed away on July 5, 2021, at the age of 88. He was fondly remembered as one of Hollywood's hardest-working actors, with a career that spanned nearly 8 decades. His impact on the world of action cinema and television remains a testament to his skill and dedication. William Smith began his acting career at a young age, appearing in films in the 1940s. He eventually transitioned into more prominent roles in the 1960s and 1970s, where his impressive physique and martial arts skills made him a natural fit for action and Western films. Smith's breakthrough role came with the television miniseries Rich Man, Poor Man, 1976, where he played Falconetti, a role that earned him critical acclaim and cemented his reputation as a formidable on-screen presence. After Conan the Barbarian, William Smith continued his long and prolific career, appearing in action films and television series. He became a cult favorite for his roles in films such as Red Dawn, 1984, and Any Which Way You Can, 1980, and he continued acting well into the 2000s. Born in Columbia, Missouri, Smith was not only an actor, but also an accomplished athlete, holding a master's degree in Russian studies. He served in the US Air Force and was fluent in multiple languages, which added depth to many of his roles. Smith was known for his physical prowess and his intellectual pursuits, combining a love for fitness with an academic mind. Off-screen, he was an avid bodybuilder and martial artist, and he enjoyed languages and literature. Smith was married to Joanne Savelli, with whom he had 2 children. He remained a dedicated family man throughout his life and enjoyed a long, stable marriage. Despite his tough on-screen persona, he was known to be warm and approachable in his personal life.